Hey everybody, it's the beginning of 2023. This is the real estate update for the year, the past year, 2022. So this video is going to be a little bit long. Play it at higher speed if you want to jump to something or, whatever. But there's going to be a lot of information here that if you're interested in understanding where the market is likely to go, you're going to want to watch this video. My name is George Fotion. I'm with Realty Best Palos Verdes Homes, and I've been a real estate broker and agent for a long time, for 43 years. So kind of like that farmer's insurance commercial, you know the one I'm talking about. We know a thing or two because we've seen a thing or two. Well, that applies. Go to palosverdeshomesbest.com. And once you're there, a couple of pop-ups are going to appear. You can either, I'll wait for them so that you can see. Maybe they will, maybe they won't. We'll see. Well, okay, there we go. So you can just minimize that. This starts a chat on Facebook Messenger. I don't use that too much. So I might as well just use my cell phone number. One of my cell phone numbers right down here to get a hold of me. But if you prefer Facebook, fine. What you'll want to do is go to the blog, and let's do that right now. And it's this article that you want to click on. So let's do that. And you're going to want to take a look at these charts. So so this one does Palos Verdes estates, but as an example. And what I look at here, and it also does the South Bay. The blue is all of the South Bay. Now the green is Palos Verdes estates. And you'll see that this is for a 6-month period of time: July, August, September, October, November, December. That's 6 months. And over these two bars over here are a 2-month period of time. So what we're doing is we're comparing a 6-month span to a 2-month span to see if there's any correlation or if things are changing in the last 2 months relative to the last 6 months. And indeed they have. In fact, things have gotten pretty hectic. I was really surprised to see this because you hear all this talk on the news, these financial geniuses and talking heads talking about the real estate market. And by the way, they always talk about it in terms of a national real estate market. There's no such thing as a national real estate market. Okay, just get that out of your heads. It doesn't exist. Sure, you can accumulate data for markets all across the country, but we all know the oldest saying in real estate, right? Location, location, location. But do you know the second oldest saying? It's real estate is all local, meaning whatever is happening with supply-demand trends in Wichita, Kansas, has nothing to do with what's happening in Manhattan Beach or Palos Verdes or Redondo. There's no correlation. And supply and demand is all that matters, the trends in the local markets. So you can see proof of this right here. I mean, this is hyper-local. This is, like I said, the blue is the South Bay, all of the South Bay. And the green is Palos Verdes estates. Do you see any similarities in how the two markets are reacting? Well, maybe a little in terms of the last 2 months being more powerful for sellers. That's right, for sellers than for buyers. Look, in November and December, for every 10 new listings coming on the market, 15 existing listings were put into escrow. The market could not keep up in terms of generating new supply. It could not keep up with demand. So what do you think is going to happen to prices? If supply isn't sufficient to keep up with demand, what are prices going to do? So that's the first chart. And I have other charts here that you can scroll through. And if you just click in here, and you'll get moved from chart to chart. Now, what I will say that is maybe in a sense bad, is the sale volume is way down, way down. Prices are actually up from the 6 month period, the same 6 month period. So I'm taking seasonality out of the equation. July through December of 2021 versus July through December of 2022, the same 6 month period of time, just separated by a year. Prices are up a little bit. You could argue that this is bad because it's not keeping up with inflation, but prices aren't down, which is what all you're hearing about on the national news media. So click in any box here, and you'll get, progress through the next slide. Sales are down big time, though, down 41%. That's really interesting. Gross sale price, that previous chart, by the way, was dollar per square foot. This is gross sale price right here. Price is up just marginally from 2.185 to 2.2. And then I go into some of the more interesting, what I think interesting anyway, from an old econ guy at UCLA. I go into more of the supply demand issues. For example, in Palos Verdes Estates, in June 2022 through November 2022, there was 220 days of unsold inventory. That's dropped significantly to 197 days. That's an improvement. There's less days of unsold inventory. That's an improvement in the market. I just, look, I'm not saying the market's not going to correct. All markets correct at some point. I just don't see signs of it happening right now. Anyway, you can progress through these charts and get more information. There's a bunch of them here, so feel welcome to scroll through them and contact me at this number down here, text or call, and we can book a time to dig a little bit deeper into what that means for you, for your home, in your neighborhood. Because remember, real estate is all local, so things change from neighborhood to neighborhood. The raw data from which a lot of these charts are derived is in the table down here below. And when you get to the end here, I would really appreciate it if you took this really quick survey. Do you think prices are going to go more likely to go up 5% in the next 12 months, go down 5% or more in the next 12 months, or stay about the same? I'd be really interested in getting your opinion, and I'll put together a blog article when I get enough responses, and we'll see what everybody thinks. Last thing from me on this, there are a couple of charts that I do not make available to the public. And the reason why is because I'm not a charity. I do this for a living. And these two charts have been incredibly accurate in predicting major market cycles. Now, I've already shared with you why I don't think the market is on the verge of correcting right now. The supply-demand forces just aren't suggesting that at all. But this market will turn, and you may want to know when that will happen. And these two proprietary charts that I have, like I said, have predicted very accurately the last couple of market cycles. So if you want access to those, contact me at this number below, send me a text or call me, and we can then go from there and see if you can qualify to get access to them. All right, that's it for now. Thanks for watching this long video. I appreciate it. And check into this website on a monthly basis for continued updates. Follow me on YouTube. There's probably, I'm going to have this up on Vimeo and YouTube. So if you're on either of those platforms, like the video, subscribe to my channel, blah, 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 all that stuff. All right. Okay. Talk to you later. Happy New Year. Bye.